One of my favorite questions is what's the worst, like, because we are all women on the internet who have men on the internet, and we see sometimes the girls that throw themselves at said men.
Okay, you know what?
Tell us a story.
I was hoping this would come up.
Yes.
Because there's nobody.
What?
Woo!
I swear there is nobody.
Wholesome Cypher community.
So you're that scary, huh? That no one dares to fuck with them.
Actually,
I would. Okay, I think it's half and half. I think honestly, like, with everything that I do and how like great, and I hate to say it's like how great and healthy our relationship is, because and just everything that I do, I do wish some bitch would come and try to do what I do. And I mean, the nicest way. I mean that, like, please, somebody come and try to take this away from me.
I couldn't agree more.
I beg you, find somebody that can do my job so I can just retire off the
I
business,
could not agree more.
So, in that way, I think I'm pretty secure in that way. I don't know. But okay, honestly, I'm very public about being his wife and stuff, and that's really my internet persona, is just being married to Cypher, because I never went out or sought out fame or being like relevant online or anything like that. It just sort of happened. And since I don't really care for it, I don't mind just being Cypher's wife, because like I have my own shit going on. And what I put out in public, I don't like to put any of my stuff out in public. Nobody really knows what's going on, like here with myself professionally, or with my business, or with our relationship. So I never put any of that stuff out there. So I don't mind that being my persona. And I engage the his community a lot, and I'm really friendly with all, like, the female part of his audience and stuff, and I know a lot of them, and I think being open like that, and not being threatening in that way, or like putting myself in the offensive with his community, has helped in that regard. And I think honestly it says a lot about the women online. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, this whole situation with e-girls and just super just toxic. I think it says a lot about the fact that as soon as somebody, like, there are girls that have been interested, but as soon as they see that he is involved with somebody else, that he has a wife, no one has ever crossed that line. And so I think that speaks more to the women that are in the space than about me. Like, that just means that, you know, this rep that a lot of women get may not be right, or just unfair. I mean, I know there's exceptions, or maybe I were the exception to the rule, but that's been my experience.
I think
good for you.
I'm
so happy for you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Do you guys think that has to do with you know, I don't mean any insults. I love Twitch as a whole. Fault. No, just the fact that he's like more Fortnite normie streamer. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, like
you guys
can
are
any
much
girl
more personal.
hit him when all his viewers are 12? Like, hello?
Okay.
No, that's valid.
Really?
I think that's a valid point, but I don't know. I mean, like, okay, here's the thing though, is like, yes, Fortnite streamers are normie on Twitch, maybe on their stream, but backstage is a different story. Like,
oh no, totally.
Things.
Right.
So in that situation, honestly, I've had, you know, I shouldn't have said that. I have had a couple of problems with women outside of Twitch that are not connected to any of this, like, Twitch space, that have tried.
Wow.
But that has nothing to do with Twitch. They're like they're more like Gucci bag influencer situation. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Nobody on Twitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. I never even thought of that.
Yeah, and to be honest,
so many questions. Sorry.
Those influencer girls that are just out for the bag, like, girl, the things you got to do, it ain't even worth it. You know what I mean? Like, you'll never even get there.
That's true.
Wait,
you'll give up.
I feel like there are a lot of people that don't know. You manage Cypher, right? Is that like your primary work is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I used to manage. God, it's a big word, because I used to just do everything, literally everything, when he was streaming, like, from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I was for the first bit of Fortnite, I was like working full time, and then so I would get up. We would both get up at 6 a.m. He would get ready for stream, start stream by 6:30. I would get up, get ready for work, try to make him some sort of breakfast, leave for work, be there from like 8 to 5, come home at 5 p.m. and then be on the computer from 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. editing videos, doing like, you know, the email management, the sponsorships, all that stuff. Every day I did that for months. And then finally I quit, and then I really like my job, and I started doing the management full time, but it was more of like keeping up with the day to day. For the first couple of years of Fortnite, I was drowning. I had like I did have some mental like breakdowns, and I had like health issues, a lot of like literal health problems that I still deal with to this day from the stress that was caused.
I believe it.
From all the just the stuff that came up. And so it was just like managing the day to day and trying to keep our heads above the water. But it got easier as we went. And but yeah, I mean, management, we have, you know, he has agents, he has lawyers, and getting those was a journey in and of itself, because I was doing that while we were finding them. And then once we got them, then I got to like focus on other things, and I brought a lot more people onto the team. And now I manage my own business, which manages Sypher. So I'm actually developing.
Oh shit!
I'm actually developing a business that does that kind of thing. And now I manage that business, which manages Sypher, I guess. I don't directly manage Sypher anymore. Yeah, we have. It's growing. We have about like 6 or 8 full-time employees and stuff. And that all goes into like managing just Sypher's brands.
That's sick.
I fall more in love with you the more you talk.
Yeah, same.
I hope you know this.
Thank you.
Like, people don't understand how important it is for him than what you've done for him, like the fundamental work that you've done for his stream, because the time that you have spent doing all his management stuff, he spent all his time and energy doing what he does best, which is streaming. So I feel like you are literally like the neck that holds his head above the water, and a lot of people just, they try to brush it off, and they're like, oh my god, you just manage your boyfriend. Like, no, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, you're actually...
Why was that so funny? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, like...
When you said that, I've been dying. No, you're right. You're 100% right. And so it's like, at first it used to really bother me back the first couple of years where I was really struggling, because I was really in the dark, in the background. And I have always been fine just being in the background, doing my job. Like, I get a lot of fulfillment personally from that. But it would really rub me the wrong way, and it would like hurt my feelings when people would say things like that.
Undermine it.
Yeah,
they undermine your accomplishments because he's
Exactly.
like the big name, the big star, but they don't understand what you did for him to even be there.
Yeah. But that was then, and now I like, it just makes me laugh, because I mean, you have to cope with it somehow, right? And now it's more like I have so much going on, and I have enough of a rep myself, like in the industry, to hold my own head like publicly. So no matter how much anybody tries to tear me down publicly, it's like I literally don't give a shit. I'm the one stepping on like org CEO's nuts, not you. Like, what do you do? You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. And that's something that I believe in a lot. I want to do what I've done for Sypher and Sypher's brands and Sypher's channels and just like everything. We have so many things in the works right now. What I've done for him, I want to do for other creators, especially especially female creators and like underrepresented groups, like, you know, people of color, Latinas, Native peoples on Twitch and stuff like that. So that's something I'm really passionate about, and I got a little normie there, but
No, that's awesome.
No, that's great.
Mm-hmm.